everybody. Anybody been reading the trades lately? So, quick question before I get started. Who here is more fired up today than they were yesterday? One time, who here is more fired up today than they were yesterday? I know I am. So once again, my name is Eric Haywood. I am a member of the WGAW Board of Directors. I'm also a member of the WGA Negotiating Committee. And for a little over 20 years, I have worked primarily as a television writer. So in that time that I've been working in this business, I've seen a lot of changes. And obviously, one of the biggest changes has been this industry-wide shift to the streaming model. And a lot of us, if you've been around for a while, you've seen streaming go from who wants to watch a TV show on their phone? Who's gonna bother watching movies on the internet? To nowadays, a company like Amazon spending $1 billion on a Lord of the Rings TV series. It's kind of come a long way, right? How have they done that? Well, a lot of ways. But one of the ways is by making sure that they pay writers less and less every year for the value that we create, right? Many rooms have taken over. Writers hop from 10-week gig to 14-week gig to sometimes 6 months or more of unemployment while we wait for the next 10-week or 14-week gig. Writers are told we can't go to set because they can't afford it. So the next generation of showrunners is not getting the training that they need. And meanwhile, experienced showrunners are working so long, thank you, someone's puppy. Experienced showrunners are working so long on their shows that even a sizable episodic fee gets whittled down to Writers Guild minimum by the time all is said and done. So this is what we mean when we say that over the past several years, show budgets have skyrocketed and writer pay has plummeted. So what's the fix? What are we fighting for? We may never go back to the days of the 22 episode TV season, but if we don't, these studios and networks need to recognize that if we're only going to do 8 episode seasons or 10 episode seasons, writer minimum pay has to be raised significantly. So one season of television doesn't require you to have to go get a day job in between while you wait for the next season to get started. We are working on increasing minimum staff size so that showrunners are not overworked when their staff gets dismissed when the show goes into production. We also want to keep writers employed as often as possible all the way through production. So once again, up and coming writers can get the training that they need to become tomorrow's showrunners. Now, how much will all of this cost? Well, we have a very smart, very talented staff at the Writers Guild, and they have crunched the numbers. And they basically provided us with a breakdown of what our proposals will cost each of the individual major studios. And it works out that Amazon's share of our proposals is $32 million a year, which of course is a lot of money. $32 million is a lot of money. I don't have it. But for a company the size of Amazon, $32 million a year works out to 0.006% of their annual revenue. Not 6%, 0.006% of their annual revenue. So, the company that, as we speak, is spending $1 billion on Hobbits is telling us that sending writers to set is too expensive. That paying script coordinators and staff writers what they deserve is more than they can afford. For the cost of just one Hobbit, they could have avoided an entire writer strike, and they told us they couldn't afford it. So as I sat in that conference room, looking across the table at some of the representatives from the AMPTP, I began to realize that maybe this isn't about money after all. Maybe this is about the thing that they fear the most, which is writers and actors and Teamsters and IATSE members all for the first time coming together and collectively recognizing their value. That's the thing they're afraid of. Because if we do that, what happens next? Maybe we inspired school teachers and baristas and truck drivers and Amazon warehouse workers to recognize their value. And that's the thing they fear really the most. they want to keep it from happening, but guess what? It's too late. It's already in the process of happening, which is why we've been out here. What is it, week 12? I'm a little bit delirious. Is it week 12 or 11? It's 11, week 11. And we're going to stay out here every day, every week. I'm sorry June gloom is over. I wish we still had overcast skies, but it doesn't matter because we're going to stay out here until we get the deal that we deserve. So thank you guys for being here.